Starting gate is rolling for our first qualifier here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. First of 13 on this Friday morning. All 2-year-old fillies here today. And we start with the trotters. There are no changes for the first qualifier. Here is the field. Number 1, All Muscle and Sass. This is a daughter of Muscle Mass out of the Angus Hall mare. Hallmarker T, owned by Maggie Jones and Jody Simmons, trained by Keith Jones. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive a $16,000 Harrisburg buy. 2 is Classy Carol. Royalty for Life filly out of a Man of Many Missions mare. $40,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase owned by Backstable, Dave Hudson, Gordon Wright, and Robert Van Camp. Trained by John Bax, Paul McDonnell will drive. 3, a Blue Blood, is a Muscle Mass filly out of a Credit Winner mare. Owned by Ian Fleming, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives $15,000 Harrisburg buy. 4 is Graceful Titan, an EL Titan filly out of a Cadabra mare. $26,000 Lexington buy, owned by David Smith, James DeArmond, Blake McIntosh, and James Giannuzzi. Trained by Blake McIntosh, Chris Christopher drives. 5 is Meadowview Lily, Archangel filly out of a Muscle Mass mare. Meadowview Farms, the owner breeders, Mark Etzel trains and drives. 6 is War We Welcome, a Muscle Mass filly out of a Cadabra mare, owned by the stable Welcome Group. Trainer driver Mario by Argent, $41,000 London buy. 7, I'm Extra Special, $95,000 London buy, Muscle Mass filly out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Keith Coulter. Trainer drivers Paul Walker. And number 8, Expecto Patronum, is a Cadabra filly out of a Donato Hanover mare. Determination owns, Luke Blay trains, Bob McClure drives, a $100,000 Harrisburg purchase. And they're off and trotting in our first of 13 here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And shooting out to the early lead, this is War We Welcome for Mario by Argent, crossing over in front of next door neighbor Meadowview Lily. Then getting away in 3rd is Classy Carol. 4th, that is a Blue Blood, followed in 5th by All Muscle and Sass. Settling in 6th, I'm Extra Special in front of Expecto Patronum. And the last one making a break is Graceful Titan. To the opening quarter they go, and it's up on the board in 30 and 4. 30 and 4, an opening quarter cut out by War We Welcome. Second qualifier for this daughter of Muscle Mass. She was a winner last week in 201 and 2 with a 28-1 final quarter, and she'll lead this field up the backside. On top by a length and a half, as Graceful Titan was the horse that made a break going to the first turn. So 7 of them moving up the backstretch. It's Where We Welcome the leader. Racing in 2nd, that is Meadowview Lily, followed in 3rd by Classy Carol. Then it's about 3 or 4 lengths going back to a Blue Blood in 4th. Make that about 6 or 7 then back to All Muscle and Sass, who's followed by I'm Extra Special, who gets underway. Expecto Patronum is 7th. The half was hit in 101 and 1. A little bit quicker there, 30 and 2 in the second quarter. War We Welcome trots into the far turn, looking good on the lead. Meadowview Lily has been tracking from in the 2 hole. Classy Carol sits there in 3rd. Still about 4 lengths going back to a Blue Blood in 4th. Up into 5th now is I'm Extra Special. 6th is All Muscle and Sass, Expecto Patronum, and Graceful Titan. His last 3-quarter time, 131 and 1. So they'll turn for home. 30 seconds even in the 3rd quarter for War We Welcome. And War We Welcome now looks to stretch out the lead as they approach the 8th pole. On top by a pair by Argent calls upon her. She still has the lead. Back in 2nd is Meadowview Lily. Then in 3rd is Classy Carol. Going back to 4th, I'm Extra Special, looking to get by a Blue Blood. 16th to go here, and it's War We Welcome. War We Welcome is going to double up in baby race action. War We Welcome to win. Meadowview Lily was 2nd, Classy Carol 3rd, then I'm Extra Special, followed by a Blue Blood, All Muscle and Sass, Expecto Patronum, and Graceful Titan. 2 minutes and a 5th for War We Welcome. Here's the order of finish from the first qualifier. Number 1, All Muscle and Sass was 6th. Number 2, Classy Carol 3rd. Number 3, A Blue Blood 5th. Number 4, Graceful Titan 8th. Number 5, Meadowview Lily 2nd. Number 6, Where We Welcome the Winner. Number 7, I'm Extra Special 4th. And number 8, Expecto Patronum was 7th. 6, 3, 5, 8, 2, 1, 4, 7 is your order of finish. The fractions were 30 and 4, 101 and 1. 131 and 1, 2 minutes and a fifth for the winner. Number 6, Where We Welcome, a daughter of Muscle Mass out of the Cadabra Mare Nobel Peace Prize, $41,000 London purchase. 5th full out of that Cadabra Mare. 2nd Dam, it's a legendary triple millionaire Peaceful Way. Where We Welcome now with 2 consecutive qualifying victories. It knocks a second off of last week's time, a little more than a second, as she stops the clock in 2 minutes and a fifth. Second qualifier here this morning from Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old trotting fillies are moving up and taking their positions. No changes here. Number 1, All Our Wishes, is a daughter of Muscle Mass out of a Cadabra Mare, owned and bred by Denise Ball, who trains. Mark Johnson drives. 2, Darling Please, a daughter of Merchandiser out of an Andover Hall mare owned by Anthony McDonald. McDonald will drive. Amy McDonald is the trainer. Number 3, Flanagan Destiny. This is a homebred for Liette Flanagan. Muscle Mass filly out of Cadabra Mare. Renee Dion trains. Chris Christopher drives. 4, Rubies Are Nice, is a Muscle Mass filly out of a Striking Sabra Mare. Blair and Erna Corbeil are the owner and breeders. Rob Fellows trains. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. $30,000 Harrisburg graduate. 5 is Cadillac Girl, a Cadabra filly out of a Muscles Yankee mare owned by Brenda Selwyn Waxman, trained by Isaac Waxman. Trevor Henry drives. $40,000 Lexington buy. 6, O Solo Mio is owned by Emily Montour, a Canorio de Solo filly out of an Angus Hall mare. Eddie Green trains and drives. 7, Can You Swing It? Prestidigitator filly out of a Muscles Yankee mare, owned by Dustin Jones Stables. Jones will train and drive. Number 8, Liminary Hanover, Muscle Mass filly out of a Majestic Sun mare. Robert Burgess owns. Carmen Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury drives. $25,000 Harrisburg purchase. And number 9, Stonebridge Nitro is a Muscle Mass filly out of an Angus Hall mare. $50,000 Lexington buy. Bax Stable, Glengate Farms, and Don Allenson share ownership. John Bax trains, and Matt Bax does the driving. Field of 9 for our second qualifier, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Old Solo Mio comes through in the center for green. Towards the inside, Darling Please at the rail, All Our Wishes. But here on the far outside, this is Stonebridge Nitro forwardly placed. In mid-pack on the outside, Can You Swing It? Looking to settle into the pylons is Cadillac Girl. In front of Flanagan Destiny, then it is Liminary Hanover. And the final one is Rubies Are Nice. They're into the first turn, and O Solo Mio has claimed the top spot. And here's O Solo Mio through an opening quarter of 31 and 4. So the daughter of Cornero de Solo, O Solo Mio, second qualifier for her, and she leads here. It's a loose lead of about 4 lengths as she looks to take off here in the second quarter. Back in second, Stonebridge Nitro. In third is Darling Please, followed in fourth by All Our Wishes. Then fifth is Can You Swing It? 6th up the backstretch, Cadillac Girl, being followed 7th by Flanagan Destiny. And then we had a breaker. That was Rubies Are Nice. And also at the back there, Liminary Hanover. The half is hit in 1:02 and 1. Going into the far turn, O Solo Mio, all by herself. She is solo on the lead. Now we're getting some movement. Into second comes Darling Please around Stonebridge Nitro. Advancing on the outside is All Our Wishes. Also on the outside is Cadillac Girl. At the inside is Can You Swing It? And then in 7th, that is Flanagan Destiny. Up at the front now, O Solo Mio confronted by Darling Please, and Darling Please goes on by. Off stride went O Solo Mio, and Green's going to get her out of the way. 3/4, 132 and 4. Into the stretch, and Darling Please, making that third quarter move, is all of a sudden on top here by a half dozen lengths. She's approaching the 8th pole, looking to close this one out. Into second comes Cadillac Girl. All Our Wishes at the inside. Looking to split between rivals comes Can You Swing It? And on the far outside is Flanagan Destiny. 16th to go. It's Darling Please. Darling Please is going to take it. Good final quarter here from Can You Swing It to grab second. Flanagan Destiny was third. Cadillac Girl fourth. Then All Our Wishes, followed by Stonebridge Nitro, Liminary Hanover, O Solo Mio, and Rubies Are Nice, 2:02 and 4. Order of finish from the second. Number 1, All Our Wishes, was 5th. Number 2, Darling Please, the winner. Number 3, Flanagan Destiny, 3rd. Number 4, Rubies Are Nights, 9th. Number 5, Cadillac Girl, 4th. Number 6, O Solo Mio, 8th. Number 7, Can You Swing It, 2nd. Number 8, Luminary Hanover, 7th. And number 9, Stonebridge Nitro, was 6th. Top to bottom, 513, 948, 276. Fractions were 31 and 4, 102 and 1, 132 and 4, 202 and 4 for the winner. Number 2, Darling Please, a Daughter of Merchandiser, out of the Andover Hall mare Miss Medusa. Anthony McDonald owns. Amy McDonald trains. Anthony McDonald was in the sulky. Second qualifier for Darling Please. First victory, 202 and 4 in our second. Starting gate rolling for qualifier number 3. Scratch number 5, Century Highness. Here's the field. Number 1 is Tanzanite Tricks. Trixton filly out of a Muscles Yankee mare, owned by the stable Tanzanite Tricks, trained by Amy McDonald. James McDonald drives, $7,000 Lexington buy. 2, Tipsy and Dixie's a Muscle Mass filly out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by the stable Tipsy and Dixie, trained by Harry Polton. Anthony McDonald drives, a $13,000 Lexington sale graduate. 3, Fuzzy Angel, an Archangel filly out of a Malabar Man mare. Hut Racing Stable, Blake McIntosh share ownership. McIntosh trains. Chris Christophorou drives, $21,000 London buy. 4, Southwind Cersei is a Muscle Hill filly out of a Donato Hanover mare, owned by Awesome Acres Standardbreds, trained by Rob Fellows. Paul McDonnell drives, $16,000 Lexington purchase. 5 is out. 6 is The Last Dance, an Angus Hall filly out of a Federal Flex mare, owned by David Jim King, trained by Keith Jones. Mike Safdick will do the driving. 7 is Mensa, a Cadabra filly out of a Cantab Hall mare, owned by Tom and Elizabeth Rankin, trained by Ben Barjan. Sylvan Filion drives, a $45,000 Harrisburg buy. 8, Iona Dream is a Nilsonio Dream filly out of a Cadabra mare, owned and bred by Fred Jameson. Carl Jameson trains. Jody Jameson drives, $18,000 London grad. And 9 is Midnight Miracle, owned by Mark Etzel, Robert Newton, Sean Tan. There are also the breeders. Mark Etzel trains and drives. This is a Daughter of Muscle Mass out of an Angus Hall mare. So it is a field of 8 for our third qualifier. Scratch the 5, Century Highness. Rookie trotting fillies lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. The Last Dance is going to shoot from the center for Saftik. Coming away at the rail nicely is Tanzanite Tricks, as she's got good early speed. So too does Tipsy and Dixie. Here on the outside is Iona Dream, who is in fourth for the time being. Fuzzy Angel right there fifth. Then it goes to Southwind Cersei, followed by Menza. And the final one is Midnight Miracle. Into the first turn they go. Off stride went number 3, Fuzzy Angel, taken into the safety lane by Christoforou. Opening quarter on the board in 31 and 1. That was courtesy of Tanzanite Tricks, wearing saddle pad 1. Starts from the rail and is the leader. And now is going to hand over the lead to Tipsy and Dixie, who is circling around now for Anthony McDonald. So Tipsy and Dixie circles to the top. In second is Tanzanite Tricks, and she'll have to pick it up a little bit right now as Tipsy and Dixie gets the lead and just takes off. Back in third, The Last Dance. Racing in fourth is Iona Dream, followed in fifth by Southwind Cersei. Then we're going to go back to Midnight Miracle, who is sixth. Seventh is Mensa, and the trailer is Fuzzy Angel. The half was 101 and 4. As they enter the far turn, Tipsy and Dixie leading the way. On top by a little more than a length and a half over Tanzanite Tricks. So the Muscle Mass filly, Tipsy and Dixie, leads them by 5/8. Tanzanite Tricks in second. 2 lengths back to The Last Dance in third. Then in fourth, Iona Dream, followed in fifth by Southwind Cersei. Looking to catch up a little bit closer is Midnight Miracle. And then it's back to Menza, who's off stride now, and Fuzzy Angel. 3/4, 132 and 1. They spin for home. Here's Tipsy and Dixie. Can she close it out this week? Tanzanite Tricks is about 2.5 lengths back. The Last Dance in third. Iona Dream on the outside, looking to move into that position. Now in the final 8th of the mile, here comes Tanzanite Tricks on the outside. So Tipsy and Dixie trying to dig in, looking to fend off Tanzanite Tricks. Tanzanite Tricks, though, is powering on by late to win. Tipsy and Dixie second. Iona Dream was third. Southwind Cersei fourth. Then Midnight Miracle off stride The Last Dance. Fuzzy Angel and Mensa 202 and 2 for Tanzanite Tricks. Order a finish from qualifier number 3. Number 1, Tanzanite Tricks, the winner. Number 2, Tipsy and Dixie, second. Number 3, Fuzzy Angel, 7th. Number 4, Southwind Cersei, 4th. Number 5 was Scratch. Number 6, The Last Dance, 6th. Number 7, Menza, 8th. Number 8, I Own a Dream, 3rd. And number 9, Midnight Miracle, was 5th. Top to bottom, 1, 2, 7, 4. Scratch 6, 8, 3, 5. Fractions 31 and 1. 101 and 4. 132 and 1. 202 and 2 for the winner, Tanzanite Tricks. Daughter of Trixton out of the Muscles Yankee Mare Classic Yankee. 8th full out of that mare, owned by the stable Tanzanite Tricks, trained by Amy McDonald. James McDonald was in the sulky, a $7,000 Lexington buy. Fourth qualifier of this Friday morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old trotting fillies. No changes. Field of 9. 1, You Will Be Queen is a Royalty for Life filly out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare, owned by Dustin Jones Stables and Bear Horses Incorporated. Dustin Jones, the trainer. Chris Christopher drives. 2, Keystone Cecilia is a Cantab Hall filly out of a Classic Photo mare. Robert Burgess owns. Carmen Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury drives, a $30,000 Harrisburg buy. 3, Had I Known Better, a Muscle Mass filly out of an Angus Hall mare. Shane Arsenault is the owner trainer. Louis-Philippe Watt drives, $42,000 Harrisburg buy. 4, HP Mama B is a Royalty for Life filly out of a self-possessed mare, owned by Guylaine Picard, along with Celine Pekin, trained by Ben Bayarjean. Sylvain Filion drives. 5, Charmbo Princess is a Royalty for Life filly out of an Angus Hall mare. John and Randy Ryer share ownership. John Ryer trains. Mike Saftick drives. 6, I Can Do It All is a Cadabra filly out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Menhammers to Terry A.B. John Bax trains. Paul McDonnell drives. $100,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 7, Equinox Annie, a Muscle Mass filly out of a Conway Hall mare, owned by Jeffrey O'Bourne, trained by Brad Shakes. Trevor Henry drives, $31,000 London buy. 8, Miss Meringue, an Uncle Peter filly out of an Andover Hall mare. The stable Miss Meringue owns. Anthony McDonald trains and drives, a $60,000 Ohio purchase. And 9 is Decentra, Muscle Mass filly out of a Promising Catch mare, owned by Determination. Luke Blay trains. Bob McClure does the driving. There's your field of 9. They're on gate for the 4th, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Decentra from the far outside is going to hustle out of there for McClure. Coming away towards the rail is Keystone Cecilia. And then moving into the middle is Equinox Annie. Had I Known Better gets away 4th. Floating away mid-pack is Miss Meringue. She'll be looking for a spot in the upper half of this group. You Will Be Queen at the inside gets away 6th. Settling into 7th is HP Mama B. And then our final 2, I Can Do It All and Charmbo Princess. Going to the opening quarter here, not a lot of early speed. It's up on the board in 33 seconds flat. That is courtesy of Decentra and Bob McClure. They lead by a length and a half. Into the backstretch, Keystone Cecilia. Racing in 3rd is Equinox Annie, and now getting underway is Miss Meringue from in 4th. So she's looking to make a backside rush towards the front. In 5th is Had I Known Better. 6 is You Will Be Queen, followed 7th by HP Mama B. Then it is I Can Do It All, and the trailer as they race up the backstretch, Charmbo Princess, I should say, Charmbo Princess, as they hit the half in 1:04 flat. So that was 31 seconds in the second quarter. It'll be quicker now for the new leader, Miss Meringue. So she did the marching there in the second quarter to go up to the top. And she leads by about 3 or 4 lengths. Second is Descentra. Racing in third, Keystone Cecilia. In fourth is Equinox Annie. Then back in fifth, that is Had I Known Better. As they head towards 3/4, it's a break of about 5 lengths going back to You Will Be Queen, who is followed by HP Mama B. I Can Do It All. And Charmbo Princess, 3/4, 1:33. 29 seconds in the third quarter for Miss Meringue. And Miss Meringue is looking to finish the job. Coming back on now, here's Keystone Cecilia. Then in third is Descentra. In fourth, that is Equinox Annie. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Keystone Cecilia takes a short lead. Miss Meringue battling, but here's Descentra now, and she's looking good. McClure barely moving as Descentra comes on by to win. Finishing in second was Keystone Cecilia over Equinox Annie, followed by Miss Meringue. Then it was Had I Known Better, followed by You Will Be Queen, Charmbo Princess, HP Mama B, and I Can Do It All, 2:02 and 3. Here's the order of finish from the fourth qualifier. Number 1, You Will Be Queen was 6th. Number 2, Keystone Cecilia 2nd. Number 3, Had I Known Better 5th. Number 4, HP Mama B was 8th. Number 5, Charmbo Princess 7th. Number 6, I Can Do It All was 9th. Number 7, Equinox Annie 3rd. Number 8, Miss Meringue 4th. And number 9, Decentra was the winner. 625, 879, 341 on the bottom. 33, 104, 133, 202 and 3. Those were your fractions. The winner, Decentra, 2-year-old filly by Muscle Mass, out of Promising Catch mare, Decent No. Bred by trainer Luke Blay, owned by Serge Godin's Determination. Bob McClure the sulky. Second qualifier here for Decentra. She's a full sister to the $700,000 winner On a Sunny Day. Stops the clock in 202 and 3. Qualifier 5, 2-year-old trotting fillies. Note that number 2, Girls with Swirls, will be driven by James McDonald. 5, Somewhat Sassy, it's Sylvan Filion. Here's the field. Number 1, Spruce Creek. Muscle Hill filly out of a Garland Lobel mare. Yolanda Fellows, Erna Corbeil, Edward Wilson share ownership. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Watt drives. $27,000 Harrisburg buy. 2, Girls with Swirls is an Angus Hall filly out of a Donna Rail mare. The stable Girls with Swirls owns. Anthony McDonald trains. James McDonald will drive. 3, Life in the Slammer, Royalty for Life filly out of a Yankee Glide mare. Back stable Glengate Farms, Brad Grant and Gaelic stable share ownership. John Bax trains. Matt Bax drives. $50,000 Lexington purchase. 4, Bring Me Joy, Cadabra filly out of a Lindy Lane mare, owned and bred by Winsong Stable. Dustin Jones trains. Chris Christophorou steers. 5, Somewhat Sassy, is a Muscle Mass filly out of the Prez mare. Gestion J.Y. Blay owns. Claude Cadeau trains. Sylvan Filion drives. $12,000 London buy. 6, Vinyasa, is a creatine filly out of a Muscles Yankee mare. RAW Equine, James Walker, and Karen Olsen Burgess share ownership. Blair Burgess, the trainer-driver, $35,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7, Chow Baby Hall, a Cash Hall filly out of Striking Sauber mare. Robert McIntosh Stables, Dave Boyle, Mardon Stables own. Bob McIntosh trains. Trevor Henry drives. $45,000 Lexington buy. 8 is Exclusive Rosette, Muscle Mass filly out of an Emil Angus mare. Just in Time stable, RAW Equine, Bed Mudry own. Roger Mayott's the trainer-driver. She's a $60,000 Harrisburg buy. And as they get off and trotting, number 9 is Stonebridge Allegra, Cadabra filly of a Donato Hanover mare. Robert Burgess owns. Carmen Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury driving, $45,000 London purchase. So they're heading into the first turn here in qualifier number 5. We had an early breaker, Girls with Swirls. Out to the early lead, this is Chow Baby Hall. In second is Vinyasa, and then getting away in third is Somewhat Sassy. So they're 7.65 through the opening quarter in 32 seconds even. We'll check in with Spruce Creek as she got away in fourth, being watched closely by Stonebridge Allegra, who is racing in fifth. Sixth and on the move is Life in the Slammer, going to be tracked maybe by Bring Me Joy, and then as they race up into the backstretch, it's Exclusive Rosette, and the trailer is Girls with Swirls. Loose lead here for Chow Baby Hall, second qualifier for this daughter of Cash Hall. Good-looking debut, coming home in 28-1 to finish third, and she's coming up towards the half of a 32-second opener, past the midway point in 1:04 even. So that's 32 seconds again. They go into the far turn. Chow Baby Hall, the leader. Vinyasa in second. Trotting third is Somewhat Sassy, advancing on the outside. Life in the Slammer's been out there here in the middle half. Inside, racing is Spruce Creek fifth. Outside sixth, Stonebridge Allegra. Then we go back to Bring Me Joy, Exclusive Rosette, and off stride in the turn went Stonebridge Allegra in mid-pack. Vinyasa came off the rail looking to confront Chow Baby Hall. Is about a half length away as Chow Baby Hall hit 3/4 in 1:33 3. That was 29 3 in the third quarter into the stretch. Here's Chow Baby Hall. Vinyasa called upon for more. She grinds away. Outside, Life in the Slammer. Then it is Somewhat Sassy. Racing back there is Spruce Creek in fifth. As they come into the final eighth of the mile, Chow Baby Hall put away the pressure. And here's Chow Baby Hall coming towards the line. She'll be a winner here this morning. Chow Baby Hall to take it. Into second, Life in the Slammer. Third was Exclusive Rosette. Then it was Vinyasa, followed by Spruce Creek, Somewhat Sassy, Bring Me Joy, Stonebridge Allegra, and Girls with Swirls, 2:03 and 3. Results from the fifth qualifier. Number 1, Spruce Creek was 5th. Number 2, Girls with Swirls 9th. Number 3, Life in the Slammer 2nd. Number 4, Bring Me Joy 7th. Number 5, Somewhat Sassy 6th. Number 6, Vinyasa 4th. Number 7, Chow Baby Hall the winner. Number 8, Exclusive Rosette was 3rd. And number 9, Stonebridge Allegra was 8th. 592, 764, 138 on the bottom. Fractions were 32, 104, 133 and 3, 203 and 3 for the winner. Number 7, Chow Baby Hall, a 2-year-old filly by Cash Hall out of the Striking Sauber mare Constance Hall, owned by Robert McIntosh Stables, Dave Boyle and Mardon Stables. A $45,000 Lexian selected yearling sale graduate. Chow Baby Hall is the 10th foal out of that Striking Sauber mare. Second qualifier 4 stops the clock in 2:03 and 3 with Trevor Henry in the sulky. One note to pass along as we head towards the 6th qualifier. Update from the AGCO judges. The track condition is listed as good with a 1-second variant. Track condition listed as good, a 1-second variant to begin today's action as we head now towards the 6th. Starting gate beginning to roll for our 6th qualifier. As we move over to the pace, 2-year-old pacing fillies here. Scratch number 8, Marry Me Now Hanover. It'll be a field of 7. Number 1, I'm Chiara, is a Thinking Out Loud filly out of a Mach 3 mare. Oren Castley and Aaron Byron share ownership. Aaron Byron's the trainer-driver, $17,000 London buy. 2 Sweet Pink is a Better's Delight filly out of a Jeremy's Jet mare. Millar Farms, owner-breeder. Nick Gallucci trains. Bob McClure drives. 3 State of Mind is a Roll with Joe filly out of a Badlands Hanover mare, owned by Don Lindsay. Paul Kleinpaste and Garth Bechtel, trained by Don Lindsay. Sylvan Filion drives. $30,000 Harrisburg buy. 4 Stormy Place, Captain Treacherous filly out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare, owned by Ross Holmes, along with Frank Brundle and Dave Hudson. Greg McNair trains. Doug McNair drives. $50,000 Harrisburg buy. 5 is Lions Queen. 3 Lions Racing owns this Daughter of Lions Somewhere out of a Kingston mare. Trevor Henry for trainer Mark Goddard. 6 Turning the Table, a Better's Delight filly out of an Arts Place mare. Larry Maneri, Michael Guerrero share ownership. Anthony Beaton trains. Jody Jameson drives. $17,000 Lexington buy. And 7 is Control the Bullet. Annalise Horn is the owner-breeder. Herb Holland trains. Louis-Philippe Watt drives. Control the Moment filly out of an Artscape mare. $12,000 London yearling sale grad. Scratch number 8, Marry Me Now Hanover. Field of 7 on gate. First look at the pacing fillies here this morning. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing, turning the table. Aggressive here this morning as she'll fire out and looks to be forwardly placed once again. Coming through between horses is State of Mind. On the outside, that is Stormy Place. Holding ground at the rail is I'm Chiara. Getting away in 5th is Sweet Pink. Then 6 is Lions Queen. And 7th is Control the Bullet. They're pacing into the first turn and heading This field to the opening quarter is turning the table for Jody Jamieson, turning the table leading as they'll pace through an opening quarter of 29-2. Turning the table, a Bettor's Delight filly to show the way in this group of 7. State of Mind, debut qualifier races in 2nd. I'm Chiara, also our first look at her. She's in 3rd. Then we go back to Stormy Place, who is in 4th. Racing 5th, Sweet Pink, who is also debuting here today, with a break of 5 lengths back to Lions Queen 6th. And 7th is Control the Bullet. A little spaced out here. Couple lengths separating the top 5, as you could fit another horse in between each of them. Then it's back to the 2 trailers. The half is hit, 59-2, 30 seconds even in the 2nd quarter for Turning the Table. Turning the Table and Jody Jamieson calling the shots. In 2nd is State of Mind. Racing 3rd, I'm Chiara. Then in 4th is Stormy Place. 2.5 lengths going back to Sweet Pink. And then it's about 8 lengths back to Lions Queen. And last is Control the Bullet. 3 quarters the next destination here for Turning the Table. 29-2. 59-2, and now she'll race by 3 quarters in 129-1. So off the turn and into the stretch, 29-4, 3rd quarter. Here's Turning the Table, looking to sprint on home. She stretches out the lead now to 4, approaching the 8th pole. In 2nd is State of Mind. I'm Chiara will hug the pylons coming up the rail, and then back in 4th is Stormy Place. 16th to go here. It's all Turning the Table. Turning the Table is going to score the victory here in the 6th. Finishing in 2nd is I'm Chiara. Then it appeared to be a tight for 3rd between State of Mind and Stormy Place. Sweet Pink was 5th. 6th was Control the Bullet. And 7th was Lions Queen. 157 flat. A final quarter of 27-4 for Turning the Table. Time to resume with this morning's action from Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old pacing fillies for the 7th. Take out number 6, Cooler Than Colby, brings us down to a field of 7. Number 1, Artilla Hanover, is a betting line filly out of a Some Beach Somewhere mare, $55,000 Harrisburg buy. West Wind Stable and Domain Haven Farm, along with James Clark share ownership. Casey Coleman Hurley trains, Jonathan Drury steers. 2, Haley's Little Comet's a Sunshine Beach filly out of a No Pan Intended mare. Thomas Dillon, Scott Dillon are the owners. Anthony Beaton trains, Jody Jameson drives, $20,000 Lexington buy. 3 is Sweet Coat. Gino Toscani owns, trains, and drives his daughter, a Sweet Lou, out of an Art Major mare, $20,000 Lexington purchase. 4 is Barefoot and Pregnant, a Shadow Play filly out of an Art Major mare, owned and bred by Jim Averett, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives. 5, Sporty, Robert McIntosh Stables, owner-breeder, Bob McIntosh trains, Trevor Henry drives, sports writer filly out of a Western Hanover mare. 6 is Out, 7 is Clover, sports writer filly out of a Mach 3 mare, Larry Kelson, Robert Walton share ownership. William Hofacker is the trainer. Louis-Philippe Waugh drives. And 8 is Momo, Racing Hill filly out of a Western Hanover mare. The stable Momo Group owns. Jason McGinnis trains. Anthony McDonald drives. A $22,000 Ohio purchase. And they're off and pacing here in qualifier number 7. And driving hard off the wings of the gate is Sweet Coat as she'll charge out to the early lead. Haley's Little Comet gets away in second. Crossing over is Momo into third. Outside here is Clover, and she's just going to work her way towards the front for Waugh. Getting away in fifth, that is Barefoot and Pregnant, followed 6th by Artilla Hanover, and Sporty is 7th. Into the first turn they go. It's Sweet Coat, the leader, and now instead of going up towards the lead, there's a 3-hole to drop in for Clover. Opening quarter, 30-2. Into the backstretch, it's Sweet Coat on top. In second is Haley's Little Comet. Racing in third is Clover in front of Momo in fourth. 5th is Barefoot and Pregnant. Artilla Hanover is 6th. And then a break at 2.5 back to Sporty, who is in 7th. No movement here in the second quarter as they race up towards the half. Sweet Coat and Gino Toscani are showing the way. Haley's Little Comet looks to track her right there in the deuce as they're past the half in 1 minute and 2/5. 30 seconds even in the second quarter. As they go into the far turn, we start to get a little bit of movement in mid-pack. Barefoot and Pregnant gets her cue to go from McNair. Up at the front, it's Sweet Coat by 1.5 lengths. Haley's Little Comet in second. Barefoot and Pregnant now is rushing up, is going to latch on to a little bit of cover. As out of the 2-hole comes Haley's Little Comet. Stacked up third over is Momo. 3 wide, Sporty from the back. Inside that is Clover, and Artilla Hanover is last. 3/4 time, 1:29.4. Off the turn and into the stretch. Right along the pylons is Sweet Coat. Here is Haley's Little Comet. Barefoot and Pregnant looking to find a bit more. Far outside is Sporty. Momo in behind. Inside is Clover, and Artilla Hanover is behind a wall of horses. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Haley's Little Comet with the lead. Barefoot and Pregnant not going away. She's still working away on the outside. She's half a length away trying to get up, and it's going to be Barefoot and Pregnant to get it. Barefoot and Pregnant over Haley's Little Comet. Momo was third. Time of the mile, 1:58.1. Here's the order of finish from the 7th qualifier, and in the photo finish, it was number 2, Haley's Little Comet, holding on for the victory. Top to bottom, number 1, Artilla Hanover, 5th. Number 2, Haley's Little Comet, the winner. Number 3, Sweet Coat, 7th. Number 4, Barefoot and Pregnant, 2nd. Number 5, Sporty, 8th. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, Clover, 6th. And number 8, Momo, was 3rd. Top to bottom, 5-1-7. 2-8 Scratch 6-3, fractions 30 and 2, a minute 2/5, 129 and 4, 158 and 1. Haley's Little Comet prevails in the photo finish. A Sunshine Beach filly out of a no pan intended mare, St. Lad, Smokin' Hot. Thomas Dillon and Scott Dillon share ownership. Anthony Beaton, the trainer. Jody Jameson in the sulky. $20,000 Lexington buy. First full out of that no pan intended mare. Race number 8 of this baby race session. 2-year-old pacing fillies, no changes, field of 7. Number 1, Action's Delight, is a Better's Delight filly out of a Western Ideal mare owned by Hut Racing Stable, Blake McIntosh, and 187-6472 Ontario Incorporated. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive an $18,000 Harrisburg buy. 2, Sea of Hope, Captain Treacherous filly out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare, 1187422 Ontario Incorporated owns. Isabel Darvaux trains. Robert Shepard drives. $45,000 Lexington purchase. 3, Always Watching, is a He's Watching filly of an Art Major mare. Wallace Standardbreds, Knobloch Racing Stable are the owners. Ben Wallace trains. Scott Young drives. $15,000 Lexington purchase. 4, Cyclone Sister, Shadow Play filly out of a no pan intended mare. Millar Farms are the owner breeders. Nick Galucci trains. Bob McClure will drive. 5 is Lions Vanquish, Big Jim filly out of an Arts Place mare. 3, Lions Racing owns. Mark Goddard trains. Trevor Henry will drive. 6 is Watching Cassie, a He's Watching filly out of a Magical Mike mare. Maneri Racing, Michael Guerrero, Larry Maneri own. Anthony Beaton trains. Jody Jameson will drive. And number 7, the King's Queen, is a homebred for Harness Horsepower Inc. Greg McNair trains. Doug McNair drives. Here's a daughter of sports writer out of a Western Terre mare. So it'll be a field of 7 for qualifier number 8 as the starting gate approaches the top of the stretch. Gate picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Hard from the outside comes the King's Queen, as she is right off the wings well and charging out to the early lead. Watching Cassie on the outside with Always Watching at the inside. There from the rail is Action's Delight. Then getting away in 5th is Sea of Hope, followed 6th by Cyclone Sister, and 7th is Lions Vanquish. Into the first turn, the King's Queen working to get to the top here, and she'll touch down on the lead at an opening quarter of 30 and 3. So the leader is the King's Queen. This daughter of sports writer fronts the field of 7 into the backstretch. Riding in second is Watching Cassie, and here comes a rush from third from Always Watching. Always Watching rushes up to the lead here. And Always Watching for Scott Young is going to take the lead in the second quarter, and this daughter of He's Watching pacing up the backstretch strong and is in command by a length and a half. King's Queen is in second, racing in third. Watching Cassie then back in 4th. That is Action's Delight with a big gap back to the final 3. The half was 58 and 4. That was 28 and 1 in the second quarter. So we got to go well back to the final 3. Lions Vanquish, Sea of Hope, and also in the mix there is Cyclone Sister. Heading towards 3 quarters, and it is Always Watching, and she's coming towards the third station, leading by 2 lengths at 3 quarters in 128 and 1, turning for home. And here's Always Watching, trying to seal the deal. Back in second, that is the King's Queen in third. Racing there is Watching Cassie with a big break going back to Action Delight. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and it's Always Watching. And she's going to finish off the job here. She's on top by 3, extending the lead late, coming to the edge of the tote board. It'll be Always Watching to win. Second goes to the King's Queen. Third was Watching Cassie. Fourth was Action's Delight. Then it was Cyclone Sister, followed by Sea of Hope and Lions Vanquish, 157 and 3. Qualifier number 8, order of finish. Number 1, Action's Delight was 4th. Number 2, Sea of Hope was 6th. Number 3, Always Watching the winner. Number 4, Cyclone Sister 5th. Number 5, Lions Vanquish 7th. Number 6, Watching Cassie was 3rd, and number 7, the King's Queen was 2nd. 461, 5732, fractions 30 and 3, 58 and 4, 128 and 1, 157 and 3 for the winner. Number 3, Always Watching, 2-year-old filly by He's Watching. Out of the Art Major mare, Ravishing Masterpiece, owned by Wallace Standardbreds and Knobloch Racing Stable. Ben Wallace trained. Scott Young was in the sulky. $15,000 Lexington buy. Third full out of that Art Major mare. 157 and 3, the time of the mile. Qualifier number 9. Scratch the 4, brings us down to a field of 7. Number 1, Spell Check Hanover, Captain Treacherous Filly out of a well-said mare. Greg McNair, Ross Holmes, and Frank Brundle share ownership. Greg McNair trains, Doug McNair drives. $50,000 Harrisburg buy. 2, Some Lucky Magics, a He's Watching Filly out of a Some Beach Somewhere mare. Homebred for David Lumsden. Anthony Beaton trains, Sylvan Filion in the sulky. 3, Wasega, a He's Watching Filly, grin from ear to ear mare. Les Posen, owner, breeder, trainer, Jody Jameson in the bike. 4 is out. 5, a better game, better than Cheddar Filly out of the Panda Rosa mare. Hut Racing Stable, Blake McIntosh, John Nislek, and Ridgeway Racing are the owners. Blake McIntosh trains, James McDonald drives. Number 6, Mare Traffic Control, Control the Moment Filly, out of an Arts Place mare. John Craig and Bill Cash share ownership. Cash trains, Mike Saftic drives. $21,000 Lexington purchase. 7, Goodnight Moon is a Big Jim Filly out of a Cambest mare. 1187422 Ontario Incorporated is the owner. Isabel Darvaux trains, Robert Shepard drives. $30,000 Harrisburg buy. And on the outside, number 8 is Lions Anita. Lions Somewhere Filly out of a Camluck mare. 3 Lions Racing owns. Mark Goddard trains, and Trevor Henry will drive. Off stride is number 5, A Better Game. Rest of them on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Everybody looking around to see who's going to shoot out first, and it is Wasega who comes through for Jody Jameson. At the rail, Spell Check Hanover. Goodnight Moon wasn't in too much of a hurry at the beginning, but Shepard should be able to drop in third in front of Some Lucky Magic. Mare Traffic Control right on that rival's back as they enter the first turn. And then getting away 6 is Lions Anita, and trying to catch up from making that break at the start. A better game. Opening quarter, 30 and a fifth. So a 30-1 opening quarter, courtesy of Wasega, who is on top here by about 3. So Jameson has her on the front, and now closing the gap in second is Spell Check Hanover. Racing third, Goodnight Moon, who's followed fourth by Some Lucky Magic. Then it's 2 lengths back to Mare Traffic Control, about 3 lengths to Lions Anita, and maybe that same margin to A Better Game as this group of 7 approaches the half. It's all Wasega in control, and this should be a decent second quarter as she races past the half in 59-3. So stepping it up there after a 30-1 opener. That's 29-2 in the second quarter, and they drive into the far turn. Second qualifier for Wasega. Closed out her qualifier a week ago with a 27-second kicker, and was timed in 58-1. She cuts it out this week as 5/8 of the mile is now in the books. Racing in second, Spell Check Hanover gets a little bit of urging, and Spell Check Hanover looking poised for a stretch bid. Already out from third, now comes Goodnight Moon. Then fourth is Some Lucky Magic, followed fifth by Mare Traffic Control. 128-4. They spin for home. The leader, and the leader since the word go, has been Wasega. Spell Check Hanover now angling out for McNair, looking to split her way through. And on the outside, this is Goodnight Moon. Less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. Goodnight Moon's got the short lead. Spell Check Hanover is coming on in the center, and hanging in there at the rail is Wasega, but it will be Goodnight Moon to take it. Spell Check Hanover second. Third was Wasega. Then it was A Better Game, followed by Some Lucky Magic, Mare Traffic Control, and Lions Anita. 156-3. Order finish from qualifier number 9. Number 1, Spellcheck Hanover was second. Number 2, Some Lucky Magic fifth. Number 3 was Sega third. Number 4 was Scratch. Number 5, A Better Game fourth. Number 6, Mare Traffic Control sixth. Number 7, Goodnight Moon the winner. And number 8, Lions Anita was seventh. 253, Scratch 461, 7 on the bottom. 30 and 1, 59 and 3, 128 and 4, 156 and 3 for the winner. Number 7, Goodnight Moon. She's a daughter of Big Jim out of the Cam Best mare Go for Best. 14th full out of that Cam Best mare. $30,000 Harrisburg buy, owned by 1187422 Ontario Incorporated, trained by Isabel Darvaux, and driven to victory here in 156 and 3 by Robert Shepard. Back-to-back qualifying scores to start for Goodnight Moon. Qualifier number 10, one driver note. Number 1, Tiara Dancer, make the driver Mike Saftik. Here's the field, 1 Tiara Dancer. Owned, bred, and trained by Les Posen. Better Than Cheddar filly, Life Sign mare. Mike Saftik drives. 2 is Siri Blue Chip. He's watching filly out of a no pan intended mare. Greg McNair, Jeffrey Skinner, and George Kerr share ownership. Greg McNair trains. Doug McNair drives. $42,000 Harrisburg buy. 3 Ring of Carry is a Better Than Cheddar filly out of a Mach 3 mare. Owned and bred by Robert Bridges, trained by Anthony Beaton. Sylvan Filion will drive. 4, Cerrone Sealster, State Treasurer filly out of a Shadow Play mare. Nancy Moore and Michael Goldberg share ownership, along with Tyler Moore, who will do the driving for trainer Dr. Ian Moore. $15,000 London purchase. 5, She's in Control, is a Control the Moment filly out of a Riverboat King mare, owned by Warren Castley, who is also the breeder. Aaron Byron's the trainer driver. 6, Shiatsu Sealster, State Treasurer filly out of a Well Said mare. 1876472 Ontario Incorporated, and Louis Philippe Wash your ownership. Richard Moreau is the trainer. Waugh does the driving. $36,000 London buy. 7 is Sports Fire, Sports Raider filly out of a Courage Under Fire mare, owned and bred by Fred Brayford. Dan Legacy trains. Bob McClure will drive. And number 8 is Early Bird Special. Denarbin Stables and Osceola Stables are the owner breeders of this Daughter of Better's Delight out of a Red River Hanover mare. Carmen Osceola trains. Jonathan Drury does the driving. Group of 8 for qualifier number 10 lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Sports Fire from the outside in her debut is going to leave off the wings well, and she'll look to cut across in front of everybody and lead them through the line for the first time. Siri Blue Chip at the inside is second, between rival Cerrone Sealster. On the outside going forward is Shiatsu Sealster. Then it is Ring of Carry, who is followed on the pylons by Tiara Dancer. Not going to the rail just yet. That is She's in Control. And at the rear of the field is Early Bird Special to the opening quarter. Sports Fire is the leader, and she'll put up an opening panel of 30 and 4. Here's Sports Fire, the daughter of Sports Writer, debuting this morning, leading by 2 lengths. Shiatsu Sealster in second, racing in third is Siri Blue Chip. Then fourth, that is Ring of Carry, a break of about 4 lengths going back to Cerrone Sealster in fifth. Tiara Dancer is sixth up the backside, racing seventh. She's in Control, and the trailer is Early Bird Special. Movement up at the front now. Here, coming up to take the lead is Siri Blue Chip, rushing to the top, and will touch down on the lead right at the half, which is on the board in 1:59 and 4. 29 seconds in the second quarter. A little bit quicker there for the new leader, Siri Blue Chip. Second qualifier for this daughter if he's watching. She leads them into the far turn. Sports Fire now will sit in the 2-hole. Racing in third, that is Shiatsu Sealster. And then in fourth as they head around the far bend, that is for Filion, Ring of Kerry. And Ring of Kerry's under a pretty tight hold there, approaching 3/4. Getting a little closer from in fifth. Tiara Dancer up on the outside is Early Bird Special. She's in control at the inside. 1:29 and 2 for 3/4. They're into the stretch. And as they come down the lane, this is Siri Blue Chip. And Siri Blue Chip is looking to open up. Sports Fire is back in second. Racing in third, Shiatsu Sealster. Now Ring of Kerry is looking to come on late from in fourth. They're into deep stretch. The leader continues to be Siri Blue Chip. Up the rail now. Here comes Sports Fire late, but it'll be Siri Blue Chip to hold on. Sports Fire was second. Tight for third between Ring of Kerry and Shiatsu Sealster. 1:58 flat for Siri Blue Chip. Qualifier number 10, order of finish. Number 1, Tiara Dancer was 5th. Number 2, Siri Blue Chip, the winner. Number 3, Ring of Kerry, 4th. Number 4, Sarone Sealster, 8th. Number 5, She's in Control, 7th. Number 6, Shiatsu Sealster, 3rd. Number 7, Sports Fire, 2nd. And number 8, Early Bird Special was 6th. 5:14.87326. Fractions were 30 and 4, 59 and 4, 1:29 and 2, 1:58 flat for the winner. Number 2, Siri Blue Chip, a 2-year-old filly by He's Watching, out of the no pan intended mare Southwind Swallow. She made $596,000 in her career. This is her 6th foal. Siri Blue Chip is owned by Greg McNair and Jeffrey Skinner along with George Kerr. Greg McNair trains Doug McNair on the bike. $42,000 Harrisburg buy. Wins her 2nd qualifier of the season. She was 6th last week. Here this morning, a winner in 1:58. Starting gate began to roll. The 11th qualifier, 2-year-old pacing fillies. Anthony McDonald drives number 7, Cut the Line. Here's the field. Number 1, Spittin' Chicklets. Sports Writer filly out of a Mach 3 mare. Mardon Stables owns. Bruce McDonald trains. Colin Kelly drives. $41,000 Lexington buy. 2 Let's Roar is a shadow play filly out of a Life Sign mare. Hut Racing Stable owns. Greg McNair trains. Doug McNair will drive. $13,000 Lexington grad. 3 Jackie of All Trades is a better than cheddar filly out of a Badlands Hanover mare. Anthony Beaton, David Mercer, and David Lumsden are the owners. Anthony Beaton trains. Sylvan Filion drives. $20,000 London buy. 4 is Stoneface Jerry, 2-year-old filly by Physically Inclined out of a Matt Scooter mare, owned and bred by Ralph Jardine. Carmen Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury in the bike. 5 Annie's Legacy is a Control the Moment filly out of a Some Beach Somewhere mare, owned by Leonard Rosine. Rob Fellows trains. Jody Jameson drives. $26,000 London purchase. 6 Twinbee Sunkissed is a Sunshine Beach filly out of a Western Hanover mare, owned by Francis Dumichel and Acurie CSL, along with 9174, 7998 Quebec Incorporated. Francis Dumichel trains. Bob McClure drives. $20,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7 is Cut the Line, a better than cheddar filly out of a Presidential All mare. The stable Cut the Line owns. Mario Barrajon trains. Anthony McDonald drives. $13,000 Lexington buy. 8 Our Little Miracle, Better's Delight filly out of a Mach 3 mare, Windermere stable. Robert Muscara, William Rochetti, and Tanya Rochetti are the owners. Chantel Mitchell trains. Louis Philippe Waugh drives. A $17,000 Harrisburg purchase. And they're off and pacing here in qualifier number 11. And driving out of there goes Twinbee Sunkissed. An aggressive approach this week. She's up on the move, going towards the front in the early going. Getting away second is Let's Roar. Racing third is Jackie of All Trades. And then getting away in fourth, that is Annie's Legacy, who appears to have some broken equipment. Then racing into fifth, that is Stone-Faced Jerry. Inside is Spittin' Chicklets. Up on the outside is Our Little Miracle. And the early trailer is Cut the Line. 29 and 1 the opening quarter. And here is Twinbee Sunkissed, and she swings them into the backstretch on top by about 4 lengths. It's Twinbee Sunkissed the leader. Let's Roar in second. Jackie of All Trades is in third. Racing in fourth is Annie's Legacy. Up the backstretch in fifth, that is Stone-Faced Jerry. And then racing sixth, that is Our Little Miracle, followed by Spittin' Chicklets and Cut the Line. The half is hit in 57 seconds even. 27 and 4 second quarter there for Twinbee Sunkissed, and she is charging along into the far turn, leading by a half dozen lengths. In second is Let's Roar. Racing third, Jackie of All Trades. Fourth is Annie's Legacy. Remaining in fifth is Stone-Faced Jerry, being followed sixth by Our Little Miracle, Spittin' Chicklets, and the last one, Cut the Line. 3/4 is hit in 1:26 flat. Turning for home, it's Twinbee Sunkissed the leader. Twinbee Sunkissed with the lead as they come into the lane. Trying to get closer from second is Let's Roar. Right on that one's back, and now starting to angle out for Filion is Jackie of All Trades. Also into the mix late is Annie's Legacy, but they're not touching Twinbee Sunkissed here. Twinbee Sunkissed going to make it back-to-back baby race scores, and she's coming towards the line. Going to win by about 5 here at the line over Annie's Legacy, who was in second. Third went to Jackie of All Trades. Then it was Our Little Miracle, followed by Spittin' Chicklets, Let's Roar, Stone-Faced Jerry, and Cut the Line. 1:56 flat for Twinbee Sunkissed. Order of finish from the 11th qualifier. Number 1, Spittin' Chicklets was 5th. Number 2, Let's Roar 6th. Number 3, Jackie of All Trades 3rd. Number 4, Stoneface Jerry 7th. Number 5, Annie's Legacy 2nd. Number 6, Twinbee Sunkissed the winner. Number 7, Cut the Line 8th. And number 8, Our Little Miracle was 4th. Top to bottom, 5, 6, 3, 7, 2, 1, 8, 4. Fractions were 29 and 1, 57 flat, 126, 156 flat for number 6, Twinbee Sunkissed. Back-to-back baby race scores for this daughter of Sunshine Beach out of the Western Hanover mare, Western Heat. This is the 5th foal out of that mare. And for Twinbee Sunkissed, who's owned by Francis Dumichel, Curie CSL, and 91747998 Quebec Incorporated, drops over 2 seconds off her time from a week ago of 158 and 3, stops the clock in 156 for trainer Francis Dumichel and driver Bob McClure, a $20,000 Harrisburg buy. Qualifier number 12, field of 7, no changes. Number 1, Broadway Roll. Is a daughter of Roll with Joe out of a Matt Scooter mare owned by South Street Farm. George Teresa Rath, trained by Amy McDonald. Anthony McDonald will drive. 2, Indra Hanover is a betting line filly out of a Western Ideal mare. West Wind Stable, Steve Heimbecker, Mac Nickel, Domain Haven Farm are the owners. Casey Coleman Hurley trains. Bob McClure drives. $65,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3, CL Sports Extreme is a sports writer filly out of a Cam's Card Shark mare. Curie C. LeBlanc is the owner breeder. Danny Fontaine trains. Chris Christoffrey will drive. 4, Steal Me a Treasure is a State Treasurer filly out of a Mach 3 mare. Lloyd Stone, Victor Putty, and Michael Horwood are the owners, along with 104-62217 Canada Incorporated. Victor Putty trains. Trevor Henry drives. $31,000 London buy. 5, Diamonds Are Twined, better than Cheddar filly out of an Arts Place mare. Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbeil, and Arpad Zabo, the ownership group. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Watt drives. $11,000 Lexington purchase. 6, Best Keepsake is a better than Cheddar filly out of a Sportsmaster mare. Anthony Beaton, David Mercer, 215-6604 Alberta Inc. Michael Lindley are the owners. Beaten trained. Sylvain Filion drives. $30,000 Harrisburg purchase. And 7, Alamode Sealster, Sunshine Beach filly out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare. Murray Cox owns. Greg McNair trains. Doug McNair drives. That's your field of 7. For the 12th, they're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Driving from the center, there is Steal Me a Treasure, who comes through to the early lead. Indra Hanover second. At the rail, that is Broadway Roll. And then on the outside is Best Keepsake, who's up there forwardly placed. Getting away in 5th, that is CL Sport Extreme. Followed 6 by Alamode Sealster and an early breaker, Diamonds Or Twine. Into the first turn they go, and seizing the front, Steal Me a Treasure. Opening quarter, 30 and 4, courtesy of Steal Me a Treasure. Settling in second, Best Keepsake is comfortable to track the leaders every move for the time being as they straighten out into the backstretch. Going 2 lengths back then to Indra Hanover, who is in 3rd. Racing in 4th is Alamode Sealster. In front of 5th, CL Sport Extreme, Broadway Roll, and then last is Diamonds Are Twine, who made the break in the early going. Up to the half they come. Steal Me a Treasure is at the midway point in a minute and 2/5. Minute and 2/5, the half mile clocking 29 and 3 in the second quarter. Pacing fillies go into the far turn. And the daughter of State Treasurer, Steal Me a Treasure, is the leader by nearly 2 lengths. Best Keepsake trying to stick right with her as they go by 5/8. Then it's a break of about 5 or 6 going to Indra Hanover, who is being followed by Broadway Roll. And off stride when Indra Hanover got taken to the safety lane while racing there in 3rd. 1:28.4 the three-quarter time. So they did some stepping there in that third panel. They're off the turn and into the stretch. The leader continues to be Steal Me a Treasure. Now here comes Best Keepsake on the outside. Then it's well back to Broadway Roll, CL Sport Extreme, and Alamode Sealster into the final eighth. And Best Keepsake has come by to take the lead. Best Keepsake, the daughter of Better Than Cheddar, is going to win this week, and she'll come to the line in front by about 2.5 lengths. Second goes to Steal Me a Treasure. Third was CL Sport Extreme over Broadway Roll, Alamode Sealster, Indra Hanover, and Diamonds Are Twine, 157 and 3. Order of finish from qualifier number 12. Number 1, Broadway Roll was 4th. Number 2, Indra Hanover 6th. Number 3, CL Sport Extreme 3rd. Number 4, Steal Me a Treasure 2nd. Number 5, Diamonds Are Twine was 7th. Number 6, Best Keepsake the winner. And number 7, Alamode Sealster was 5th. 4, 6, 3, 2, 7, 1, 5 is your order of finish. Fractions 30 and 4, a minute 2 fifths, 1:28 and 4. 157 and 3 for the winner, number 6, Best Keepsake. She's a daughter of Better Than Cheddar, out of the Sportsmaster mare Kelly's Keepsake, owned by Anthony Beaton, David Mercer, 215-6604 Alberta Inc., and Michael Lindley. Anthony Beaton trained Sylvain Filion in the sulky, second qualifier for Best Keepsake. First time she's across the line first, gets a mark of 157 and 3. She was a $30,000 yearling purchased out of the Harrisburg sale last November. One more to go on this Friday morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Time now for our 13th and the final qualifier on this Friday here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old pacing fillies. It's a field of 8. There are no changes. Number 1 is Miss Shannon Beach, a 2-year-old filly by Sunshine Beach out of a Jenna's Beach Boy mare, owned by Akiri Gaetan Bono, trained by Danny Fontaine. Chris Christopher will drive. 2 is Cold Freeze, a 2-year-old filly by Sports Writer out of a Cam's Card Shark mare, owned by Scott McEnany, Mart West Racing Stable, Cora Marshall, and Jeffrey Kirshnes. Scott McEnany trains, Trevor Henry drives, $7,000 London buy. 3, Georgia January. She's a shadow play filly out of a Northern Luck mare, owned and bred by Alan Fair and Elizabeth Fair. Alan Fair trains Tyler Moores in the sulky. 4, Always a Beach Day is an Always Be Mickey filly out of a Some Beach Somewhere mare, owned and bred by Schooner 2 Stable. Paul McDonnell is the trainer-driver, a $40,000 Lexington grad. 5 is Sono Bello, a He's Watching filly out of a Sports Writer mare, owned by Johnny Marvento and Joe Arcaro, trained by Victor Putty. Nick Stewart will drive. 6, Marvelous Kiss, a Better's Delight filly out of an Arts Place mare. Yolanda Fellows and Erna Corbeil share ownership. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Waugh will drive. $33,000 London grad. 7 is Sunshine in May, Sunshine Beach filly out of a Camluck mare. The stable Sunshine in May owns. Kevin McMaster trains. Anthony McDonald drives. And 8 is Extrilla Hanover, betting line filly out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare, owned by Westwind Stable. Brad Grant, Steve Heimbecker, and Howard Taylor. Casey Coleman Hurley, he trains. Bob McClure drives. $55,000 Harrisburg purchase. So for the final time today, there are off-fan pacing and the 2-year-old pacing fillies. We'll see Sono Bello drive out to the early lead. Coming through in the center as well as Marvelous Kiss. To her inside is Always a Beach Day. Extrilla Hanover started on the far outside, is currently on the outside in 4th. Tight hold under Sunshine in May. Miss Shannon Beach. And then it is Georgia January, with the final one being, as they go into the turn, Cold Freeze. The opening quarter is going to be put up on the board in 31 seconds flat. That was courtesy of Sono Bello and Nick Stewart, who lead them by 2 lengths, straightening out into the backstretch. Marvelous Kiss is in 2nd, then 3 lengths back to Always a Beach Day in 3rd. Racing 4th is Extrilla Hanover, followed then in 5th by Sunshine in May. 2-length break back to Miss Shannon Beach, who is 6th. 7th is Georgia January, and from the back getting underway is Cold Freeze. Coming up towards the half, and right now it is all Sono Bello. She's calling the shots. She's past the half in a minute and a fifth. The half. 29 and 1 second quarter, and they race into the far turn. Lead is growing a little bit. Hits out to about 3 lengths here. In second is Marvelous Kiss. Then it's a break of about 5, going back to Always a Beach Day. 4 lengths then to Extrilla Hanover, who is being followed by Sunshine in May. Then it is Miss Shannon Beach, and the final 2, Georgia January and Cold Freeze on the outside, coming to 3 quarters, and it is continuing to be the Sono Bello show, 128 and 4. So they turn for home off a solid 3rd quarter there of 28 and 3 into the stretch. It's all Sono Bello, and the daughter of He's Watching doesn't look like she'll get touch. She is being urged on home to finish off this mile well. She leads by about 7 or 8 lengths. Back in 2nd, that is Marvelous Kiss. Driving into 3rd, Extrilla Hanover, always a Beach Day. Here is Sono Bello to win the finale. 2nd was Marvelous Kiss. Extrilla Hanover was 3rd. Then Always a Beach Day, followed by Miss Shannon Beach, Georgia January, Sunshine in May, and Cold Freeze was 8th, 158 flat.